Does Brendan have any street fight stories? If not, how do you de-escalate these situations? Curious how an athlete chooses fighting when they maybe aren't the street fighting type.
No, I mean, I got in street fights in college, but never, once I turned pro, no, never. But especially now, I don't put myself in any of those situations, ever. I don't hang out at bars.
Like the Starbucks when you de-escalated.
No, I did not de-escalate it. I wanted to rip his head off. He got out of the situation, but if he would have got out of the car, that would have really escalated. I was completely down to fight that man. I just don't get into it. I don't hang out late. I'm not in weird areas where it would happen.
But if you want to dance,
100% down.
What?
Yeah, but with my wife and kids, that's a different story. I was ready to fuck that dude up. But yeah, he drove off. He was scared and drove off.
no, he's talking about Starbucks. The security guard is telling you.
Oh, with the mask? Again, you got to stand on. He's standing on some bullshit, trying to force him to wear a mask. I was willing to fight him. But that's not like chaos. That's controlled.
Yeah.
Jamie Alvarado wants to know, will you guys be doing a lot more collaborations with other Austin podcasters, kind of like your
Hopefully.
mom's house or a honeydew list?
Who knows? We'll see.
We'll feel it out when we get out there.
Yeah.
I don't like relying on people or depending on them.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Here's one. Brendan, this comes from Mr. Ray V at hotmail.com. His name's Ray. Question for Brendan. I'm in my 40s and I've always worked out. What are the steps to take testosterone in a healthy manner to get shredded? Do I go see a certain type of doctor? Been following you since the Ultimate Fighter days. Always digged your sense of humor. You're killing it.
I think you got to get your blood checked just to see where your levels are at. And then you want optimal levels. Like you don't want to get all crazy. So you want a doctor that's going to make sure you're like optimizing your hormone and testosterone levels, you know? So
It's a science.
So
right?
you're doing
want
it the
a real
right. You want to
doctor.
go to a real place. You don't want to go to your general doctor. They don't know shit about this.
Right.
Don't go to your general doctor and ask about TRT. Those people are idiots when it comes to stuff. They don't. It's literally out of
different science,
Yeah,
right?
it's out of their.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like going to a vet asking for TRT. They
Yes.
don't know it. So you got to go to
Like an
testosterone
endocrinologist or
replacement.
whatever.
No, fuck no. You can go to a testosterone replacement place, and it's literally all they do. And if they don't check your blood, get away. You got to have your blood checked. If they're giving you TRT without blood panels, then it's bullshit.
Okay.
And then just because you're on TRT doesn't mean you get shredded. You still got to follow the diet, man. It's all about diet.
And exercise.
Yeah. Diet's number one, though.
Let's see. This is from James Guevara. Brendan, as a father and a coach, how do you mentally support your sons when they've had a bad day on the field and make sure they don't check out? I try and tell my son he's only one of 11 people on the field and he can only control his own performance, but would like to hear what your approach would be.
I don't coach him after the game, good or bad. Like if he did really good, I'll talk about that. But if he made mistakes, you're not going to coach him right after because they're too emotional. So I'll do it like the next morning or when we go to the batting cages. He'll be more receptive and won't be so
that's
confrontational.
That's
Because if you try and coach them in the moment,
Yeah.
they're already embarrassed. They've already realized they made a mistake. There's already shame.
Smart.
They're not going to get any of that, any of it. So I'll come on, dude. And then we move on.
You don't do anything.
Nothing. Come on, dude. The only time that I stay on him in the moment is effort. If I can tell he's not giving 100, then Papa Bear comes out.
I tell my kid that my love is conditional, and that this family we play to win. And if you're not going to be a winner,
You're not
then you
eating.
can find another dad. You know
Brian.
what I mean?
Damn.
Is that too much?
But when Tigers is the worst game he's had, he's been the MVP of the league. He's been doing his thing, ace pitcher, batting fourth, crushing it. And then he had that really bad game that he got kicked out of, which probably had something to do with it. And he had a horrible attitude. We didn't talk. We usually go in the hot tub. We didn't go in the hot tub. I want him to know I was disappointed. Not that we lost the game or he had a bad game.
Just attitude.
In his attitude.
What he can control.
Because then it's like, no, that's on you, dude. Nope, I'm not happy. And I'm always the fun dad, so when he knows I'm upset, like he fucked up. I don't have to do much.
Would you have time to coach me in some jiu-jitsu or something?
No, man.
Just show up and be like, hey, coach. It'd be so great. Imagine. What's up, coach?
But then also, this is another reason where Tiger he'll get real coaching in Texas. Like I'm his dad, so I'm the first base coach. So I'll be like, T, take your lead. He'll be like, I got it. He'll be like, I got it. I'm like, oh, my bad. You got it. All right, dude. You know what you're doing. T, elbow up. I know. Elbows up. All right, big dog. But then if a coach who has no professional sports experience, played in fucking 4th grade, goes, T, elbow up. He goes, right away, sir. It's just, I'm his dad.
That's right.
I'll remind his ass, though.
That's right.
I'll grab him by the collar and be like, hey, motherfucker, you think you went professional in 2 motherfucking sports? That guy can hold my fucking jock strap.
like
You're going to listen to me.
I say you're saying a lot of fucking
You're
things.
going to listen to me. Oh, I cuss like a motherfucker. I try to control it. I even cussed accidentally. I dropped T and Bossy off in the Hummer today. That's what they wanted. And the principal gets out of the car to get the kids, and he's in shape, dude. He's in really good shape. Yeah, and he goes, man, how you do it, man? You look fucking great. But I'm like, yeah, doing it for the kids. We go through the whole thing. And then he goes, yeah, dude, 70. I went, no shit. And you can tell he's like religious. Like he was like, and I'm like, I just can't help it. I went, no shit. It's just like, God damn it.
70.
So unprofessional.
How many
But with the kid, the key is there's going to be no learning on either side or no coaching right after the game. Let it simmer. Do it the next day or do it at the next practice. When T gets done, I'm like, what do you want to eat, dude? That's it. But if he does great, then it's like, I'm like, dude, that was a fucking bomb. Remember? And he has so much fun.
How many more you guys want?
One more.
One more?
1 or 2.
We'll do 2. We'll end one on the last one. We'll just do it. There's a statement. This is for Brian. How was it working with your buddy Frank Grillo on the TV show Kingdom? Personally, one of my favorites, and I would love to see a revival. This is from John Trinkle.
I thought they were going to do a revival.
No, it's good. He's too busy. Magic's over. But it was great. I mean, Frank's one of my best friends.
What was that, bro?
Magic's
Why you say
over.
Magic's over?
It's just there are too many moving parts. Like you can't.
Because
those
there
things
was a
happen-
plan to bring it back.
Yeah, those things happen in a specific time, with a specific energy, with a specific group of people, with a specific writer. So I think it was Byron Belasco who wrote almost all of them. He's amazing. So it's like it was a great show. Nobody watched it at the time, and then somebody talked about it because it used to be on DirecTV. And but it was a blast because I got to hang with my friend, with Frank, who's just takes acting very seriously, works very hard, just a great leader on set and a great guy.
Fun fact, I auditioned for that show.
You did, huh?
Nick Jonas's part.
There you go.
And they told me he was a gay man. I was like, okay, right out for me.
Yep. But Nick Jonas surprised everybody too. Great guy.
Great actor.
Hardworking guy, humble, awesome. I didn't realize how famous he was. I was like, oh, you fly private and you're a huge, pop star, talented as shit, but a great guy. Great kid.
Super talented.
And it was just fun to be there. I love Jonathan Tucker is amazing. All those guys, all the actors were great. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. You never know what it is when you're doing it. You never realize it's going to be a hit when you're doing it. So, anyway.